Good morning, students. Welcome back. I hope all of you are safe and fit at home, studying well and completing your work on time. This video is for the students of class 6th, subject English. And in today's video, we are going to cover one chapter of our Wren's grammar book. This is our chapter number 14 and the name of the chapter is Prepositions. This is my lecture number 1 for the same chapter. This chapter is taken from Wren's grammar book. Students, we shall cover this chapter in one lecture only. Topics to be covered in today's lecture are: meaning of the preposition will be told, types of preposition will be introduced, uses of prepositions will be explained along with examples, positions of the prepositions will be explained along with examples. At last, homework will be assigned. A question arises: what do you mean by preposition and how many kinds of prepositions are there? To know about it, first of all, let us see the definition of preposition.
The preposition. So let us see the definition. A preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to show in what relation the person or thing denoted by it stands in regard to something else. The preposition means that which is placed before. Or in simple way, we can say that a preposition is a word that indicates the relationship between a noun and the other words in a sentence, whether it is pronoun, phrase or anything. They explain relationships of sequence, space and logic between the object of the sentence and rest of the sentence. They help us understand order, time connections and positions. Let us see some examples to clarify it. Number 1, there is a cow in the field. Number 2, he is fond of tea. Number 3, the cat jumped off the chair. So as you can see that highlighted words are prepositions. In sentence 1, the word in shows the relationship between two things, that is cow and field. In sentence 2, the word of shows the relationship between attribute expressed by the adjective fond and tea. In sentence 3, the word of shows the relationship between the action expressed by the verb jumped and the chair. Dear students, keep one thing in your mind: the noun or pronoun which is used with a preposition is called its object. I repeat it again: the noun or a pronoun which is used with a preposition is called its object. It is the accusative case and is said to be governed by the preposition. Accusative case means it is used for the thing or person, means for a noun or pronoun receiving the action of a verb. It follows certain verbs and prepositions. Thus, in sentence 1, there is a cow in the field. The noun field is in the accusative case, governed by the preposition in. So, here the field word is the object of the preposition in the sentence 1. Students, let us see what is an object to a preposition. We have seen that the object to a preposition is a noun or pronoun. Sometimes, however, the object to a preposition is an adverb of time or place. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1, since then means that time he has not shown his face. So as you can see that the word then works as an adverb of time in the sentence and also an object to a preposition since. Number 2, how far is it from here? Here means this place. So again, as you can see that here word works as an adverb of place in the sentence and also an object to a preposition from. Number third sentence is it cannot last forever. So as you can see that the word ever works as an adverb of time in the sentence and an object to a preposition for. A clause can also be the object to a preposition. So first of all, let me clear you what is the meaning of clause. A sentence which is part of a large sentence is called a clause. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1, pay careful attention to what I am going to say. So as you can see that what I am going to say is a clause of the sentence and which is an object to a preposition to. Number 2, there is no meaning in what you say. So here what you say, it is a clause which is an object to a preposition in. The object to a preposition when it is a relative pronoun is sometimes omitted. So let me clear you what is the meaning of relative pronoun. Relative pronoun means which shows relationship between two words, two nouns or pronouns. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1, he is the man I was looking for. So as you can see that here whom is understood and it is a relative pronoun, so no need to write it. So we can say like this also, he is the man whom I was looking for. So here whom is understood, so no need to write it. So that's why we are omitting it. Same with example number 2. These are good rules to live by. So here which is understood and it is a relative pronoun, so no need to write it. But there is an exception with the preposition, compound objects. Let us see what is the meaning of compound objects. A preposition may have two or more objects, that is called compound objects. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1, the road runs over hill and plain. Number 2, the swimming pool is between the oak tree and the palm trees. So as you can see, the highlighted words are the prepositions but, hill, plain, oak tree and palm trees. These all are objects of the preposition. Let us see how many kinds of prepositions are there. Number 1, simple prepositions. Means these prepositions are constructed by only one word like on, at, about, with, after, etc. Number 2 is double preposition. Means these prepositions are formed by combination of two or more simple prepositions. For example, into, within, upon, onto, etc. Number 3 is phrase prepositions. Means it is a combination of the preposition plus a modifier, it is optional, plus the object. It is used to modify the nouns, verbs or sentences and also complete clauses. They are at home, in time, with me, from my father, under the blanket, etc. Number 4 is compound prepositions. Means these prepositions are two-word prepositions. For example, according to, because of, next to, etc. Number 5 is participle prepositions. Means participles are actually verbs that ending with en or ing. For example, considering, during, given, including, etc. So total there are 5 kinds of prepositions: simple preposition, double prepositions, phrase prepositions, compound prepositions, participle prepositions.
Since prepositions denote relationships, we must know correctly the relationships suggested by various prepositions. So now let us learn the use of some prepositions, means the correct use of prepositions. We normally use in with cities, towns and villages when we think them as areas. Fine? Means whenever we are thinking them as an area to live in, that at that time we use in. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1, we stayed in London for 5 days. Number 2, I have lived in this village all my life. Number 3, your father lives in Mumbai. One thing more, we can also use in for big cities and countries also. But we use at when we think of a city, town or village as a point or station on a journey. Means when we are thinking city, town or village just only for a journey point, not to live in that, at that time we use at. To clarify it, let us see some examples. Number 1, our plane stopped at London on the way to New York. Number 2, does the bus stop at that village? We use in with the names of streets and at when we give the house number. To clarify it, let us see some examples. Number 1, we live in Patel Street. As we have given name to particular street, that is why we have used here in. Number 2, we live at 46 Patel Street. As we have given number, house number to that particular street or to that particular house, so that is why we have written at. We use on for the number of floor. Let us see an example to clarify it. I live on the second floor. We use on when we think of a place as a surface. Surface means prepositions in this group indicate that the position of an object is defined with respect to a surface on which it rests. So, let us see some examples to clarify this point. He sat on a chair. Number 2, I will put the picture on the wall. So, it treats the chair or wall as a surface upon which another object, pronoun or noun is placed. We use at for hours of the day. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1, I will see you at 6 o'clock. Number 2, the first bell rings at 7 a.m. So as you can see that it is used for hours of the day when we are talking about particular hour. We also use at for holiday periods, festivals or meal times. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1, he came home at Christmas. So, as it is festival. Number 2, what are you doing at the weekend? This is holiday period. Number 3, her family never turns on the TV at dinner. So, dinner is what here? Meal time. So, it is used with holiday period, festival or meal time. We use on for days and dates, means we use the preposition on when we are talking about a specific day or date. To clarify it, let us see some examples. Number 1, I am starting my new job on Thursday. Number 2, she will be arriving on 5th of June. We use in for months, seasons and years. Means we use preposition in when we are referring to a month, year or season. To clarify it, let us see some examples. Number 1, my classes will begin in December. Number 2, we love to go to the beach in the summer to build sand castles and swim in the sea. Number 3, we moved into this house in 2003. In is also used for parts of the day. Means the preposition in is used when we want to talk about a part of day like morning, evening, afternoon, night. This is called part of the day. Fine. So to clarify it, let us see an example. I will see him in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, right? But there is an exception. We always use at with night. If parts of the day are followed by days and dates, on is used. To clarify, let us see an example. There was a big parade on Saturday morning or on Saturday afternoon. So now let us see use of preposition since and for. The use of since and for in the perfect tenses as since is used with a point of time and for is used with a period of time. So first of all, let me clear you what is the difference between a point of time and period of time. A period indicates a minute, that is 60 seconds, 40 seconds, etc. 1 day, that is 24 hours. 1 week, that is 7 days. 1 year, that is 12 months. Fine. A point indicates a moment, that is 10 o'clock. A day, that is Sunday, Monday. A date, that is December 1, December 2, like this. A year, that is 2019, etc. Fine. So this is the difference between point and period. So now let us see some examples to clarify it. We have lived here since 1998 or since 2000 or for 7 years or a long time. So now let us see use of till and to. Preposition till is used for time and preposition to is used for movement to place. So what is the meaning of time here? So till indicates a specific or unspecific time or event up to the point. And what is the meaning of movement to place? See, movement to place means it indicates the movement from one place to another. So let us see few examples to clarify it. Number 1, I slept till 8 o'clock. Number 2, they fasted till the end of the day. So as here specific time is given, that is why till is used. Fine. Number 3, he walked to the end of the street. Number 4, the captain sailed to the closest port. So as you can see that this here to indicates the movement from one place to another place. So now let us see use of with and by. Preposition with often denotes the instrument and preposition by the agent, that is doer. So let me clear you this point. When something has been done by a person with the help of a tool or weapon, we use by for the doer and with for the instrument or tool, you can say. Fine. To clarify it, let us see some examples. Number 1, he killed 2 birds with one shot. Fine. So as you can see that we are using with for the instrument, for a tool or weapon. Number 2, you cannot kill 2 birds with one stone. So again here with is used with any instrument, tool or weapon. Number 3, Mohan was murdered by him with a sword. So here as you can see that by is used for the doer and with is used for the instrument. Number 4, Sita was stabbed. Stabbed means to thrust by her enemy with a knife. Again, by is used for the doer and with is used for the instrument or a tool or weapon. Now let us see use of in and within. Preposition in is used before a noun denoting a period of time, means at the end of, and within means before the end of. So let me clear you this point. In speaking of time, in means at the end of a given period, while within means before the end of the given period. So let us see few examples to clarify this. I shall return in an hour means here that particular person will return at the end of 1 hour. Number 2, my brother will return in an hour. Number 3, I shall return within an hour. Here means before an hour ends. 4th, my brother will return within an hour. So here in means at the end of a given period, while within means before the end of the given period.
Now let us see some rules for placement of a preposition. Number 1. A preposition is usually placed before its object, but sometimes it follows it. To clarify it, let's see an example. Here is the watch that you asked for. When the object is relative pronoun that, as in the sentence 1, the preposition is always placed at the end. Dear students, first of all, let us see some examples to clarify rule number 2. What are you looking at? Number 2, what are you thinking of? Number 3, which of these chairs did you sit on? Number 4, that is the boy I was speaking about. Now let us see rule number 2. The preposition is usually placed at the end when the object is an interrogative pronoun, as in example number 1, 2 and 3, or relative pronoun is understood as in example number 4. So as you can see that in example number 4, the relative pronoun is whom. So here no need to write it because it is already understood. Now let's see rule number 3. The preposition for, from, in, on are often omitted before nouns of place or time. To clarify it, let's see some examples. Number 1. We did it last week. So as you can see that week, it is showing time. Number 2. I cannot walk a yard. As you can see, the word yard, it is showing noun of a place. Number 3, wait a minute. So as you can see that the word minute, it is showing noun of a time. Note one thing, sometimes the object is placed first for the sake of emphasis. Means sometimes we place the object just before the preposition to emphasize or to give importance to the particular word. To clarify it, let us see some example. Number one, he is known all the world over. As world is here, object, and over is here, prepositions to give emphasis, to give a special attention to the world word, we have placed it just before the preposition. Same with example number two, this I insist on.
So now let us see rule number 4. The preposition is usually placed before the noun or pronoun it governs. Governs means modifies. But it is often placed at the end of the sentence when the relative pronoun is omitted. So what is the meaning of relative pronoun? A relative pronoun relates a noun to a group of words that follows, like who, which, that, etc. Fine. So when in the sentence relative pronoun is omitted, means when it is understood and no need to write down, at that time we place preposition at the end of the sentence. So let us see few examples to clarify this point. Number 1, that is the boy whom I was speaking of. As you can see that here whom is relative pronoun. Fine. Means a relative pronoun relates a noun to a group of words that follow. And what is a group of words here? I was speaking of, and here of is a preposition, right? So when this whom word, relative pronoun, is understood and no need to write in the sentence, at that time we omit it. Fine. In this case we write preposition at the end of the sentence, or we place preposition at the end of the sentence. Fine. Same with another example also, that is the boy whom I was speaking about.
Students, you have to complete your homework on the basis of the chapter explained by me. And your homework is revise chapter 14, that is prepositions, from the book or video, and based on the understanding of the topic. Do exercises mentioned in the book PC Wren's Grammar as page number 66 and 67, exercise number 1. Page number 68 and 69, exercise number 2 and 3. These exercises you have to do in your book only.
So now let us see exercise number 1, which is on page number 66 and 67 in your book. Question is, underline the preposition and circle its object in each of the following sentences. Number 1, he is blind in one eye. Number 2, his house is near mine. Number 3, he returned after a year. Number 4, have you seen a rose without a thorn? Number 5, what are you looking at? Number 6 is, what is he talking about? Number 7 is, she is weak in arithmetic. Number 8 is, the horse jumped over the hedge. Number 9 is, she spoke in a whisper. Number 10 is, the boy climbed up the ladder. Now let us see exercise number 2, which is on page number 68 in your book. Question is, insert the correct preposition in each of the following sentences. Number 1, the dog jumped dash the river. Options are in or into. Number 2, the portrait was painted dash a famous artist. Options are with or by. Number 3, I have not seen him dash a long time. Options are since or for. Number 4, he was killed dash the robber a hatchet. Options are by or with. Number 5, how long have you stayed dash this village? Options are in or at. Number 6, we live dash 36 Park Street. Options are in or at. Number 7, he has been working in this factory dash 3 years. Options are since or for. Number 8, she has been ill dash last month. Options are since or for. Number 9, we met him dash Sunday morning. Option are on or in. Number 10, we walked from the museum dash the station. Options are till or to. Now let us see exercise number 3, which is on page number 68 and 69 in your book. Question is, fill in the blanks with appropriate prepositions. Number 1, he has spent his life dash Delhi. Number 2, I saw him felling a big tree dash a hatchet. Hatchet means it is just like an axe. 3, he travelled 120 km dash 2 hours. Number 4, he is laid down with fever dash yesterday. Number 5, he rushed dash my room panting for breath. Number 6, the Rajdhani Express is due dash 3 p.m. Number 7, the child has been missing dash last Tuesday. Number 8, the portrait was painted dash Ravi Verma. Number 9, he hanged himself dash a piece of cloth. Number 10, he was born dash a small village dash Gujarat. That's all for today. This is the end of the lecture.
Students, if you like our videos, please hit on the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.